You can see it's fully charged. I have received a lot of emails, Facebook messages, a bunch of comments on the channel regarding how to revive boosted board dead cells. This principle can be used on reviving any lithium-ion or lithium polymer cell. Be careful when you open. There's a lot of like waterproof sealing. It's like 3M tape on the side, so make sure you pry it very gently, otherwise you're gonna crack it right here. This setup is over $200. You'll be surprised, guys. This will actually not be able to revive your cells, because if one of the cells is under 1 volt or 0.5 volts, the circuit inside will indicate low voltage and will not pick up the charge. So you have to use an adjustable power supply, or this is what I use as a cheap option, Nightcore charger. And this is about 15-20 bucks on Nightcore website. You can connect this leads to the cell that has low voltage and charge it. You get the voltmeter, you get the charger, you have the boosted board battery. Let's say if you have a battery that's not charging, take one cell at a time and go cell by cell and find the one that has under 1 volt or 0.5 volts or 0 volt. When you find that cell, you get this charger, you connect, make sure the spacer can be plastic spacer or cell, which it's isolated so it doesn't connect to the terminals. You connect positive and negative. And as you can see right here, this is the cell that's going to show right here. It shows 3.36 and will start charging. Now, because look at the screen of the charger. Now, because the cell is over 3.36 volts, it shows lithium ion, right? Now, what you're going to do when you find that cell with low voltage, right? This is lithium phosphate cell. This is a new cell. So when you remove the insulation, you see it shows 3.31. So now when you go in mode, it should switch here to lithium phosphate. Now again, it shows lithium ion because it's above 335, but when this is under let's say 2 volts or 1 volt, it will show here lithium phosphate. This is the process. This is about $10 on Amazon, or you can buy it from olight.com website. It's very compact, it's very intelligent, and look at this. You can revive cells with it, and you can also use it for traveling. It's very convenient. You just plug it into USB, or you can actually use an adapter and plug it into the wall. There you go. You plug it in and you have a charger, which is super convenient. For $10, you cannot beat this. So for this, with this charger, these are the steps, right? You connect into the wall, or you connect into actually battery bank, which is very convenient. Once it's connected, you connect this terminal to the positive, right? And now, since negative here, let's say this is the positive, since negative it's not available, just connect the wire here with a tape and add to the side here with a tape, and then you have a connection and you can charge. It will stop at 4.2 volts. It's not designed for lithium phosphate, but as long as you reach 3 volts or 3.3, make sure you don't go above 3.3, because that's gonna hurt the cell, and overcharging will swell the battery and can cause explosion and fire. So make sure you don't pass 3.3 volts. What you have to do is monitor with the voltmeter. If all cells are 3.20, you have to make sure the cell with the issue, let's say this is the one, you charge to 3.20 volts. If they all 2.9 volts, then the cell with the issue has to be charged to 2.9. So once you bring it to that voltage, then your pack it's all fixed and you can ride. Now let's say if you revive the cell and it still dips below, that means that cell it's really damaged, and you just remove it and you solder the replacement, or you spot weld back the replacement, and you're good to go. I have here 2 packs. I will show you guys how can you revive anywhere from 0.1. You can bring with this little smart charger, bring it back to life. Let's take the voltmeter and see what it reads. I have one lead connected. Let's connect the second one. Now you can see it's charging the battery slowly, and now you have to keep it there for, it might take an hour or 2 hours. This amazing little charger will be able to revive your cells really easy. Now let's go to the next cell. Let's make sure you connect properly. So now we're going to charge that, and let's see what happens here. And when I start charging, you see the light blinking there. I really like this compact charger. It's really good for recharging your vape cells, your flashlight cells. It's the best companion for traveling. You can revive cells. It acts actually as a small power supply. If you look at their website and look at the technical details, it can charge so many different types of cells. Alright guys, so these are the steps to follow. Also, if you'd like to learn more about battery, how to properly maintain and how to increase longevity of the cells, check batteryuniversity.com website. Also guys, check Jehu Garcia YouTube channel. I got inspired by his work. He has a lot of great content on maintenance, proper charging, discharging, a lot of informative stuff. I actually got inspired by watching his video, and that's how I implemented the DIY Tesla fuses on my Baja board. Thank you so much for watching again. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one with more info. Cheers.